Mr. Goldman is back, and we are going to go ahead with the library portion of this presentation. I will ask you all to commence crossing your fingers while I give him the invitation to present his screen or share his screen, and hopefully it works with the power of suggestion. And it looks like it's working, so yay! Thank you all. I am going to unmute you now. Okay, Michael, it looks like it's working. And you are muted on your side.
And I apologize for the delay. Seems to be working fine now. So welcome to the LA Film School Library. Just give me a moment here while I gather myself again. And just so you guys know, we are an actual physical library here in Hollywood on the LA Film School campus. So if you guys ever have a chance to visit us, that would be great. I'd love to see you guys in person. But if not, then that's okay too, because we have some great online resources, which I'm almost to. So your screen when you're logging on should look something like this, and there's a link to the library's page right here, LAFS Library. I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And so this is the library site where all of our databases are located. And just to go quickly over our hours, it's once again Monday through Friday, 8 to 8 p.m., Saturdays, 10 till 2 p.m., and this is Pacific time, of course. We're closed Sundays and holidays and for special school events. And you can reach us here at this number, or you can send me an email anytime. And I would love to hear from you guys. We've been doing this online program for about 3 months now, and I've yet to receive an email from anybody, so it makes me just a little bit sad. But
wow.
But that's okay.
It means email him. You have to.
So please, if you have any questions, let me know. And Library World over here is where you search for books, scripts, DVDs. Those are things that we have here on the campus that you can check out. And this is a way, it's basically a catalog where you can search for materials that we have here. But since you guys are online, I'm not going to waste too much time on that. But just so you know, in case you ever do want to come here and take a look, you know that that's available. And the username is LA Film School Library, and there's no password. And now to get to the good part, if you click on the databases and online journals link, and all of these databases are provided by a company called EBSCO, or EBSCOhost, and basically we pay a subscription each year, and it's not cheap. So I really hope you guys use it not only for this class that you're in now, but for your whole college career. Um, and it will be available after this class to you as long as you're enrolled um, in the school. So don't forget about them after this class. The first one I'd like to go over is called Academic Search Elite, and it's a good general database. By that I mean covering all subjects under the sun, basically. And for some reason, we have to click twice to get there. Hopefully, we'll fix that. But just to go to show you an example search, I'm going to type in gaming, and the next thing I'm going to suggest that you do is click on this full text box right here, and that's going to limit all of our results to full text, which means it'll be the entire article and not just a summary or abstract of the article. And let's go ahead and click on search, this green button up here. And so our results total 5,000, over 5,000. And just to kind of dissect this page, because there's a lot of information on here. One way we can limit our results, if you notice over here under limit to, we can narrow the time frame down to say past, let's do, past 5 years. So we just slide that slider, for lack of a better term, over, and now all of these results are within the past 5 years. So we have 1,700 some odd results now. So the articles are in PDF, so it's going to show you exact pictures of the article. And if you go ahead and let's just select this first article here, it gives you all the information, the author, the title of the publication, Psychology Research and Behavior Management, subject terms, and this is the abstract here. Gives you the summary, and then the actual article itself is over here where it says PDF full text, and that will open up an Adobe file. And you'll notice too over here on the right side, if you'd like to email that to yourself, you can select this little envelope here. You can cite the source, this little sheet, looks like a yellow sheet of paper right there, and that'll bring up the AMA or APA, whichever format you're using. So you can use that as when you're doing your bibliography. Going to go back. So those two are probably the most used things, the emailing and citing. The permalink is just a link that is going to remain permanently to this page. And the reason to use that is if you bookmark this page, it may disappear. So the permalink will always be a link to this article. Let's go back to our results, and you'll notice this is kind of a new thing. They have related images, which is really great, related to gaming. On the side there, you can do find more, and it'll pull up more. And you can also search for images up here at the top, where these tabs are. Just click on images, and then all your search results will only be images. And one more thing I'd like to show you with this database is that you can limit it to scholarly or peer-reviewed journals, and that's right here. And Trish, have you guys had a chance to talk about what peer-reviewed articles are?
Not yet, no.
Not yet. Okay. Well, basically, in a nutshell, they are, say, for example, Trish wrote or published an article. Actually, before publishing, she would have one of her fellow instructors go over the article and just to check that the same thing that you guys are doing in your class, that it's credible, and that it makes sense, and that it basically that it's a legitimate. Everything's legitimate and accurate. So if you select peer-reviewed journals, then it's going to narrow your results down even more, and you'll notice that they're even more academic and scientific, probably. But if those look a little bit too intense for you, then you don't have to necessarily do that. Are there any questions about this database so far? Another way to search is by publications, and that's this tab up at the top. You can search for it's an alphabetical listing of all the different publications, starting with A, of course. And so if you just wanted to browse all of the publications, you could do that if you wanted to. I'd like to go back to the other database that we're going to cover. It's called Business Source Elite. And it's the third one down on this page. And this is a great database specifically for business related articles, and one of the most useful things in your case for this class, I think, will be the company profiles, which there's a tab at the top. So if you go ahead and click on that, and it gives you an alphabetical listing of all the companies. But for example, if I'm interested in the Pixar animation, I could type that in the search box, and it'll pull up Pixar. So I'm going to click on that link, and it just gives you a basic summary of what they do, who they are. But if you'll notice over on this the left side of the screen, there's a PDF that says Market Line Report. Go ahead and click on that, and it'll bring up a, I believe this is about 10 pages, report of all of this information, facts, history, employees, competitors. So this is a very nice overview of the company. If you want their background, if you're doing research on their background. Okay, I just saw Nicholas's comment, and after this session, what I can do is if you try to log in, Nicholas, and it should give you a prompt to request access, and then I can grant you access. And this has been unfortunately a big headache that we've been having, and it is an IT issue that they're working hard to resolve. But for now, if you just request access, we can do it on a individual basis like that. But I hope to get that problem solved soon.
Okay,
And
so
just let me know. You can send me an email if you're still having trouble, and we'll get that straightened out.
okay, I'll be
Uh,
sure to message that also if that's still happening. I'll message.
okay. Okay. Sounds good. Um, so that's the market line report, and um, not every business is going to be in here, but there are a lot. There's hundreds, if not thousands, of different companies. Um, and I'd like to go back um, to the main page of Business Source Elite, and um, if you just type in this box in the first screen, that's going to search. And sorry, I'm also going to select full text down here again, just like the last database we did. And I have my search term and click search, and that's going to bring up over 500 articles on Pixar. And once again, we can narrow that down or limit it down to by year. If we wanted more recent articles, you can do that. And I'm going to just go ahead and select this first article here. And again, there's the full article over here, the PDF. Another thing, if I can go back and show you something very helpful. If you notice over here on this on the right side of the article, I'm sorry, of the abstract, it's going. If you mouse over this little thing with a magnifying glass, that shows you the overview, the summary of the article. And so, if you're searching, I know your time is limited. You don't want to click on each one of these articles and wait for the window to come up and then have to read what it's about. You can just scroll down, mouse over this little citation, or I'm sorry, abstract, and it'll tell you what it's about in 1 second. So that's going to save you guys a lot of time. And again, you can search for images under this More tab, and just a basic search. It's going to pull up images relating to Pixar. Some product there. There's really a lot you can do with these databases. I'm only covering about maybe 25% of what you can do with them. You can add search terms if you'd like, Pixar and children, whatever. So by adding these terms, you're going to be getting more specific with your search rather than general. Um, any questions so far, or about this database, or about just the library in general? Um, Trish, is there anything that you would like me to go over?
I see a question from Raul. I'm gonna unmute him.
Okay.
When you're ready.
Okay. All right.
Hi, Raul. Go ahead.
Hey guys, yeah, I have a quick question.
Hello.
When you said about the checking out, how does the checking out work? Does it like download the files? Do we also have like a period of time? Like how does that work exactly?
Oh, that's a good question. It's not a checkout period.
Oops. Sorry, Michael. I had a
book. So once that's okay, no problem. Yeah, it's not really like a checkout like as you would a library book. It's once you have downloaded that file, then it's kind of I don't want to say it's yours, but it's there uh, permanently for your use. Within legal legal boundaries.
So it's
So
like after we finish school, then those files will be pretty much useless then,
yeah,
right?
yes.
Okay.
No, no, oh no. When you're done with school, then they'll still be there. They don't disappear. So yeah,
Oh.
as long as you download the file and uh, save it, physically to your hard drive or flash drive or whatever, then or print it out, of course. Then it's there. It won't disappear. That's a good question. Uh,
Is there any other questions? And Raul, I'm sorry, there was a lot of feedback with having your mic open. Did you have anything further to ask, or is that what you were looking for? Okay, awesome.
okay. Well, thank you everybody for attending, and if there's no more questions, I'll go ahead and turn it back over to you, Trish.
Well, thank you, Michael, for joining us this afternoon and giving much needed advice on navigating through this system. It's definitely invaluable for our assignment for week 2. So thank you so much for coming in.
All right, thank you for having me. Goodbye, everybody.
Have a good day.
You too.